KRMS, Osage Beach.
Welcome to the Lakefront Living Real Estate Show, your trusted guide to buying or selling property at Lake of the Ozarks, where every day is a lake day. I'm Annie Faulstich, owner-broker of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri's only exclusive lakefront lake access brokerage, where we're changing lives one lake house at a time. Welcome back. It's so exciting. Christmas is only days away. It's wild to think that we are close to ending a decade. Listen in next week. I'm going to be going over Lakefront Living Realty's year-end market report. Due to the new decade, I'm going to bring in stats that reflect where we have come in the last 10 years at Lake of the Ozarks in the lakefront market. So definitely tune in next week. I've been working on that already. And if you want to get signed up to receive a year-end market report from us, included in our weekly newsletter, the Lake House Scout, definitely email me directly anytime at annief@lakefrontliving.com. Well, this year got off to a slow start with the wet, long, and cold spring, but thankfully it appears everyone made up for the remainder of the year. We had 5 closings at our office yesterday, and I know the title companies were slammed with many people trying to get closed before Christmas or before the new year. We are always working ahead at Lakefront Living, so of course we have the new year and spring already on the brain. I, of course, have boating on the brain. My family as well. It's tough to stare at the boat covered in the dock for too many days in a row. And this week, of course, the dock was even covered in snow. Our 3-year-old came down last Sunday. She was dressed for the boat and ready to go, which was hilarious, and I couldn't blame her. It's not just tough for a 3-year-old, I can tell you. But soon enough, we'll be back in the boating season, but for now we are enjoying the holidays. We really try to take this time to reflect on the past year and spend valuable time, of course, with friends and family. We have a lot coming up in the new year, aside from a new baby, of course, so stay tuned each week as I make new announcements for upcoming events through Lakefront Living Realty, new listings, and collaborations and tips on buying and selling lakefront property. Each week, I like to talk about topics that typically affect buyers and sellers, giving you, the listeners, answers to your most common questions. I will always continue to ask to call the office or myself directly anytime with any further questions you may have on one of the shows, or if there is someone or a certain topic that you would like to hear us cover. As always, if you're not able to catch the whole show today or missed any of the previous shows, you can listen anytime at your leisure on our YouTube channel, Lakefront Living Realty Missouri. There you can also subscribe to catch our popular Tip of the Week videos and any listing videos. This week, I am so excited to have Angie Seton in the studio with us. Angie is a crazy busy lady running 2 companies that we highly recommend and want to share with the listeners. Lake Life Property Solutions and Big Country Bed and Breakfast. Angie, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Before we dive in, give us some background on you, your family, and what brought you all to Lake of the Ozarks.
We've lived in the area for about 15 or 16 years. My husband and I have been married for 26 years. We actually got married at Bridal Cave back in 93.
Yeah.
And we have 2 sons that are living in Alabama. Our oldest one is 25 and our youngest one is 21.
Yeah.
So we've really enjoyed living around the lake. We're not lakefront, but finally getting to enjoy what the lake has to offer.
That's awesome. And what a cool coincidence that you got married at Bridal Cave. That's so fun. Well, first of all, it's like our brands are one. It's so funny. Lake Life Property Solutions. You say, we do the work for you so you can enjoy the lake life. I mean, it's crazy. It's exactly what we stand for at Lakefront Living Realty and what we talk about on the show every week. I love that our paths have crossed. We have done business together, and I look forward to many more years of collaboration. So even your website, enjoylakelife365.com. It's like we should really be merging. We're like in business together. This is exactly what we talk about. So let's talk about Lake Life Property Solutions. I can say that I have worked with a lot of cleaning people and services over the years, and there are many good ones in the lake area, but you have taken the business model, service, and experience to the next level. Working with you was not like working with any other cleaning service that I have worked with in the past at Lake of the Ozarks. So give us a little rundown on that, and then I want to dive into those 5 reasons that you have to use Lake Life Property Solutions. But tell me a little bit of background on that company.
Okay. We wanted to do the cleaning company a little different. We wanted to be more than just a cleaning company. We wanted to be, anybody can be a cleaner, anybody can have a vacuum and do what needs to be done to clean a property. We wanted it to be more a professional service and also build relationships with the people that we work with. So building the relationship with you for the properties that we take care of for you, so you know what you can expect. Communication, professionalism, all of the necessary insurances, things like that. We do a lot of short-term rentals, and we don't want to be just the cleaning company. We want to help the property owner make their short-term rental a success. So giving them the extra touches that make their guest have a good experience that then reflects back on the homeowner, property owner.
Yeah. How long have you all had Lake Life Property Solutions?
We actually opened just in the middle of 2019, so we're relatively new. Not a new concept. We've had it kind of in my brain for a while, just putting it all together and making it all come together.
Well, it really, if you go to enjoylakelife365.com, you've got a great website.
Thank you.
And I love that platform. So let's talk about really those, kind of dive deep into those 5 reasons to use Lake Life Property Solutions. 1, you'll save money since we provide all the cleaning products. Talk to me a little bit about that.
We chose to use a product called Norwex for most of what we provide. It's pet-friendly, children-friendly, non-toxic, and so we provide all the cleaning supplies. We bring the paper towels, all the cleaners, the vacuums, literally everything. The homeowner doesn't have to provide any of that stuff. So if it's a short-term rental, you don't have to have any cleaning supplies. Even if it's your residence for a commercial or a residential clean, we provide all of that. So it saves you money that way.
Awesome. That's what I was going to ask, if it on the short-term rentals as well. Yes.
Yes.
So you provide that. 2, and you talked a little bit about this, but our cleaning products are environmentally friendly as well as child and pet safe.
So most of the products that we clean with it's just water-based. We use high-quality microfibers, cloths, the products of Norwex, and mostly everything we do is done with water. So instead of using, we actually will not use bleach in any of our homes. It's not safe for our cleaners. It's not safe for the homeowners. But pretty much everything's water-based. We want everybody to be safe.
I had not really heard of anybody doing that by chance at all that I know of. And that is also, it's really important, ourselves having children. Thankfully, our children don't have any type of, illnesses or allergies, but, so many do now that I can see where that would be highly important to a lot of people and their pets, of course, because everybody's pets now are like their children, and just the same. Yeah,
pets lick the floor, and kids crawl on the floors and the doors.
I'm like, my kids lick the floor too. Yeah, the windows all the time. I guess I should be more concerned about that. Number 3, reliability and integrity with mature, responsible, and experienced cleaners.
All of our cleaners go through a background check and a drug screen after we hire them to make sure that they're what meets our needs. And as far as professionalism, it's going to be a process to, we don't just hire anybody. We want to make sure that they're a fit for us and the properties and the people that we take care of, and that they're going to do the quality job that we would expect. Communication with our homeowners, communication so that they know what they can expect from us and our cleaners.
Yeah, so you do have a staff or a crew?
We're smaller now during the winter, but yes, yeah. We'll ramp up in the spring when everything kicks off at the lake.
Yeah, it's awesome if you're maybe if anybody out there too may be looking to work for a great company, that may be a good option for you also in the upcoming season. You're bonded and insured, and you say giving you peace of mind, and that is true. So.
We have workers' comp insurance, all the liability, and are bonded so that the property owners don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we have, people in our home or the properties that we have listed, which is how we've, worked together in the past already. As many of you have heard on Front Living, is we always get the home ready to show, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, I mean, you've got to be sometimes up on ladders or in some crazy spots.
Yep.
So, well, let's take a quick break, but we'll be right back on the Lakefront Living radio show, News Talk KRMS. Stay with us. You can hear us on 1150 AM, 97.5 FM, and 103.3 FM. Plus, if you've got Alexa, say, play KRMS radio to listen live. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Thanks for listening to the Lakefront Living Realty radio show on News Talk KRMS. Once again, here's owner-broker Annie Faulstich.
Welcome back to the Lakefront Living Real Estate Show, your trusted guide to buying or selling property at Lake of the Ozarks, where every day is a lake day. Again, I'm Annie Faulstich, owner-broker of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri's only exclusive lakefront lake access brokerage. If you missed us for the first part of the show, we have Angie Seton in the studio with us today. Angie is the owner of Lake Life Property Solutions. They are a cleaning and property management company here at Lake of the Ozarks, and they really are doing things different than anybody else that I've seen before. So I was excited to have her on the show today to give you, the listeners, a little bit more insight into Lake Life Property Solutions. So we've been going over really reasons why you should choose Lake Life Property Solutions. And so it's interesting to hear ways that you can obviously save money on those cleaning services by them providing their own cleaning products, as well as them having environmentally friendly products that they use that are safe for your children and your pets, which was awesome, as well as bonded and insured, which does give you, the homeowner, absolute peace of mind to know that, because that's not always the case. Last one we didn't get to talk about was easy payment options. And I did want to talk about that a little bit just from my own experience, but you tell me a little bit more about that.
We have the ability to accept credit card either through an invoice directly to the customer, or we can set up for our recurring clients. If they're not, like in your situation, it was paid corporately type. But if for a recurring client, we can get credit card information and just charge that amount after each clean is finished. So
yeah,
as long as the amount's going to stay the same, you know what you're paying for, and once it's done, so the property owner doesn't even have to worry about that.
Well, that always makes it a little tricky too, because I'm never at home when the house gets cleaned, and people are at work, and then you have to try to shuffle checks and then wait for the mail. I really appreciated when we hired your company that you immediately emailed me over information to fill out, property owner information, payment information. There's just, all of that was done up front. And that was really refreshing to see, and just to have done. It, not only made me feel comfortable with you all, in the property, the professionalism of that, but the ease. I mean, that's what it's about too. At the end of the day, everybody's busy. Everybody has a million things going on. So to know, okay, you're not going to have to track me down at the end of the day. It really did help, and that was a really nice touch that you all have with your company as well. But I mean, you guys, it's not a coincidence that I had Angie on the show today. I mean, can you think of a more stressful time when your house is a wreck from all the family and holidays? I mean, maybe you need a spruce before everybody comes. If you've got some late holiday plans, maybe you need an overhaul after they leave, which is where I'm going to be at, I'm sure. Once the decorations come down and you're ready to get your house back to normal or better than normal, give Lake Life Property Solutions a call. I know our family chooses to save and budget in other areas so that we can enjoy the few free hours we get together and not worry about the house. It's truly a life, and I should really say a marriage saver. I mean, how nice would it be to come to the lake house even for the first spring visit and everything was done? Yep. I mean, you could just sit back and drink coffee on the deck overlooking the lake. So I would not consider it. I would book it now. Enjoy Lake Life 365.com. You'll be impressed as soon as you see their website for sure. And of course, give Angie a call anytime. But I also want to talk about something that you all partner with a nonprofit foundation, Cleaning for a Reason. Talk to me about that.
Cleaning for a Reason, when right after we opened, I stumbled onto it and said immediately that was something that I wanted to be a part of. So Cleaning for a Reason, we, being affiliated with them, if someone in the lake area is currently going through any type of cancer treatment, they qualify for free cleanings. They're allowed up to 2 free cleanings. And so we provide those cleanings free of charge to the patient or their family. And then after the 2 cleanings are finished, they can choose to continue our services at our normal rate, or the family could pay for that. But so in the meantime, that's 2 cleanings. So it's over 2 months that they don't have to worry about taking care of their home.
Yeah, that's huge. It's cleaningforareason.org. So check out that website as well. I think that is just an awesome way to give back to the community. And I don't know if you want to share what we visited about during the break or not, but
we actually did our first clean a month or so ago, and it was one of the most humbling experiences that I'm very blessed personally to not have dealt with cancer, but we've had a lot of cancer in our family, people that we've known, and that's the last thing they want to worry about at that time is cleaning their home. So we actually went in and did it for this sweet couple that was going through that. And it was kind of at that moment that we decided, in addition to offering the free cleanings through Cleaning for a Reason, starting in 2020, we want to give back on every clean that we do. So we will take a percentage off of every clean for every client throughout 2020, and either through Cleaning for a Reason, directly to an individual, maybe not necessarily cancer, but some other kind of health issue or something, or just to generally giving back in the community somehow.
Oh, seriously, that's awesome. I commend you all for doing that. Even as ourselves, as the client, I mean, it would make me feel good to know that a small portion of the job that you're doing is utilized to help somebody in the community. And you're right, at that time of need, that's the last thing that people want to worry about. So I can't imagine that not really making their day and helping out in some way. So
exactly.
That's awesome. Cleaningforareason.org again. Let's talk about a little bit of that short-term rental also, because that's another side. We talked a lot about the cleaning side of the business, which on that, just so you know, I mean their cleaning services, vacation rentals, move in, move out, which of course is how Lakefront Living Realty has used Lake Life Property Solutions in the past and will continue to for that move in, move out. Definitely getting your house ready to sell is most important. Whenever you are selling, you need to have a deep clean done prior to listing. But then again, if you're purchasing a home and unfortunately that seller did not have it cleaned to your liking before they moved out, that would be a good reason to contact Lake Life Property Solutions. Commercial offices, basic maintenance clean, getting on a regular schedule of your home, deep clean, and you've got post-construction cleanup as well.
Yes.
So lots of different ways to utilize the cleaning services. Let's talk a little bit now about your short-term rental at Lake Life Property Solutions.
So initially when we first opened, we were taking care, and we still take care of quite a few short-term rental properties for the homeowner. A lot of the clients that we have, they don't even live in Missouri. So they're in St. Louis, Kansas City, Illinois. And so we started out just cleaning their properties, and it's turned into more of a management. And so since they are not residential, we have the ability to manage those for them. So literally everything from scheduling, getting the next guest coming in, the special touches that they need, leaf removal, lawn care, any of those things that we can take care of their property for them.
Awesome.
The whole concept of enjoy lake life is for people to be able to come to the lake and enjoy the lake and not have to worry about all the hard stuff.
Yeah. So do you have clients then that are strictly utilizing their property for investment for vacation rental?
Yes.
And then others that may be using it, a little bit themselves?
Right. A little bit of everything.
Okay. And you all then manage the money side and the financials of those short-term properties as well?
Starting, it's going to be however each client wants to do it. If they want to handle their own scheduling and their own like Airbnb or VRBO account, they can handle that, and then we just take care of everything else. It'll be custom to whatever each property owner would prefer.
Sure. We work with a lot of clients for that. I mean, it's becoming quite a lucrative market. Thankfully, I know there's been some buzz around good and bad on those vacation rentals, but thankfully for now, and of course working with lakefront specialists and a qualified real estate agent to help you know what kind of property that you're purchasing for those reasons if you do have that, but definitely getting somebody qualified in the lake area to help you maintain and manage that property is a big deal. I mean, that is going to make that process that much more seamless and enjoyable.
Yes.
Yeah. But a lot of people really just using it for themselves to help supplement some of those costs, the overhead to owning lake property, so that then you can enjoy it when you're here. Enjoy Lake Life 365. So let's take another quick break, but stay with us on the Lakefront Living radio show on News Talk KRMS. You can always reach us at lakefrontliving.com. Check out our YouTube channel, Lakefront Living Realty Missouri, for up-to-date tip of the weeks, and of course if you miss any of the radio shows. But Alexa, play KRMS radio. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. Thanks for listening to the Lakefront Living Realty radio show on News Talk KRMS. Once again, here's owner-broker Annie Faulstich.
Welcome back to the Lakefront Living Real Estate Show, your trusted guide to buying or selling property at Lake of the Ozarks, where every day is a lake day. Again, I'm Annie Faulstich, owner-broker of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri's only exclusive lakefront lake access brokerage. I cannot believe it's Christmas next week. It's flown by, but thankfully we have continued to stay busy, as I think everybody has this season at Lake of the Ozarks. And we talked about earlier in the show that we all kind of got a late start to the year with that long, cold, rainy spring well into the first part of our season, which kind of held people off from coming to the lake. But I think we've all made up for it now the rest of the year, which is awesome. But looking forward to the new year to come, absolutely. If you've missed any part of the show, we today have Angie Seton in the studio with me today. I just love talking to you, Angie. Thanks for being with us. She owns two companies. We've been talking about Lake Life Property Solutions, which is a cleaning and property management company that you and your husband own. And I can't say enough about that. Again, from my own personal experience, I highly recommend anybody to reach out to them if you're needing any cleaning services, whether on a regular basis, one time. We went over that list before the break. Commercial, condos, homes, you name it, they do it. But enjoy lakelife365.com. I mean, who can't love that? I love that. The other business that you all own, Big Country Bed and Breakfast, which is in Laurie. It's bigcountrybnb.com. It's so fun because I did not know you. I mean, I drove by the bed and breakfast hundreds and hundreds of times because it's right on O Road in Laurie. Mm-hmm. And I've always looked at it and always thought to myself, that is the cutest place ever. And then when your sign went up, I love your sign, and it just always stood out to me. So it was fun when we met finally and our paths crossed to now know who owns the B&B. So tell us a little bit about the bed and breakfast.
It's been about probably 21 years ago that my husband took me to my first bed and breakfast, and it ironically was down here at Lake of the Ozarks.
Wow.
It was one of our anniversaries, and sadly that bed and breakfast is no longer around, but that's where I got the bug.
Yeah.
And so for 20 years I've said I wanted to have a bed and breakfast, and I was always, when I have a bed and breakfast, one of these days when I have a bed and breakfast. And so we own what was always commonly known as the Big Cedar House on the corner.
Yeah.
And it's a really big house. And when our two boys moved out, we decided that was the time to change things up a little bit, and we started working on the bed and breakfast in early 2017. We opened for our first guest on April 30th of 2018.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. So you've been in that house then for a while. Okay.
Yeah. We've been on almost 6 years.
Okay. So when we saw the transformation happen, then you already were there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we've lived there since 2014.
So your boys are now like, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Fixed the house up right after they moved out.
Yeah. Well, they fixed it up. It was nice always before, but at least you booted them out, and and now we're gonna. Yeah.
Now they have to reserve a room.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah. Do they have to book a room for the Christmas holiday?
Yep.
Well, Big Country Bed and Breakfast. If you haven't been down O Road, you need to go. If you've been down O Road, I'm sure you have seen it before, because it's a gorgeous property.
Thank you.
That front lawn, and I love the sign. Tell us a little bit about the rooms, what you have to offer. Big Country B&B is their website. Also, again, I mean, I don't know who's doing your websites, but they both look fantastic, and that one also has so much information. You've got some accolades and things on there, some awards from different sorts of categories and things for a bed and breakfast. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
But it also gives great pictures and gives people insight to the bed and breakfast. I mean, I think they're not as common as they used to be in one time. It doesn't seem like we even have as much to offer, especially on the west side of the lake.
We're the only bed and breakfast. There's one in Versailles and one or a couple in Camdenton and some on the other side, but we're the only one officially on the west side.
Okay, yeah, that's I wasn't sure about that, but I thought I don't know of anybody else on the west side. So, give us a rundown of what you've got to offer at Big Country Bed and Breakfast.
We have 4 guest rooms. We have 3 queen spaces and 1 king suite. And they all have private bathrooms, and all of the bathrooms are brand new, custom done just for the bed and breakfast. 3 of the rooms have large walk-in showers, and 1 has a large soaking tub. They're all very comfortable living. It's furnished comfortably, antiques, just fun stuff that is partial to us that we've collected over the years, or things that we purchased, found all over the country, just specifically for the bed and breakfast.
Yeah, that's awesome. You look at the pictures. I mean, it's really nice. When you say if those bathrooms have been redone, when you have huge walk-in onyx showers.
Yep.
I mean, you're being a little modest here, but the rooms are really nice, and it's not just full of your grandma's old antiques. They really are clean. Modern. I would say the rooms and bathrooms are very modern, but they have a nice country flair to them.
Well, our slogan is rustic country charm, and it's rustic. We have a headboard and sliding doors that were made out of old Missouri barnwood and pallet wood. The first 2 rooms that we did, we opened up first, and they have a lot of refinished furniture, the sliding barn doors that I made for the bathrooms. And then we have one that's called Grandma's Room that is very special to us, that is historically like 5 or 6 generations of history with pictures, personal things, and historical postcards from Versailles, Florence area from back in early 1900s, and just unique things that are personal to the area.
Very cool. Was your family from the area?
Not originally, no.
Okay. So you and your husband, where did you come from before the lake?
I came from Clinton. My husband came from Windsor.
Okay. Yeah. So not too far.
Not too far from here. No.
Rates. I mean, tell me a little bit about you do nightly? Is there a minimum on nights, weekly?
We do nightly. We don't do weekly rates. During this, we always have a 2-night minimum on the weekends, and then during the summertime, our rates go a little bit higher during the summertime, but they're still reasonably priced, very competitive to the area and for what we offer. It's a quiet setting. We're not on the water. But a lot of our guests love that. They go play during the day, they go visit family, and they want somewhere to come back to in the evenings where it's quiet and it's relaxing. We don't allow children, we don't allow pets, and so it's just a very relaxing atmosphere. And then every morning we serve a custom hot breakfast and leave our guests with full bellies when they head out the door.
I love bed and breakfast. I always try to pick one out anytime we head anywhere. So what a great option. And I, just as you were saying that, I thought, I didn't even think about that. People that are coming in, not just to enjoy Lake of the Ozarks, for the lake and what we have to offer. I mean, obviously there's a ton of things to do off the water here year round now, but especially in the summer. But not only that, if you're just coming to visit family, as we know, a lot of the lake homes don't have a ton of overflow space, or if you're just wanting your own space, yeah, why would you not? That would be the perfect thing to do, is get a room at the bed and breakfast so that you can get away in the evenings, have a little bit of peace and quiet. That really would be perfect.
That's a lot of what we get during the summertime is people for anniversaries, family reunions, summer barbecues on the holidays, and they're filled, the homes or the condos are filled with everybody and the kids, and they want the quiet when they come back. Well,
that's what I was going to say, because otherwise your options are minimal. I mean, you've got maybe a motel room here and there sporadically, or you can rent a condo.
Right.
And with that, as we all know, comes a lot of hustle and bustle and noise and, possibly people up and out late at night. So what a great alternative for people coming to the area. And then, of course, I always love the breakfast, and that aspect is so cool. I'm sure all of your guests love sitting with you and your husband and getting to know everybody.
Yep, my mom actually lives with us as well. So we have three of us that typically, if we're available, will visit with with our guests during breakfast, and we've had hour-long conversations after everybody wraps up, just because we get to meet new people and learn about them. And we've had several repeat guests that come back, and we've made new friends. And it's fun.
Awesome. That's why I always love the bed and breakfast. It's fun to get to, you have your own space, but you still get to know the other guests that are there, and hear about their journey, where they're from, and then always, of course, the bed and breakfast owners, because you can pick their brains about everything to do wherever it is that you're staying. So I just love that concept, and I'm excited. I haven't been to the bed and breakfast yet, but I'm really looking forward to coming and checking it out. Maybe I just need to book a night. Book a night for myself.
After you have the baby, you can come for a getaway.
Yes, exactly. Maybe my husband and I just need to come over and stay the night just to get away. But here we are again at another break. That music cued us. So we will be right back. Stay with us on the Lakefront Living Radio Show, News Talk KRMS. We'll have your featured listing coming up next.
Welcome back. Thanks for listening to the Lakefront Living Realty Radio Show on News Talk KRMS. Once again, here's owner-broker Annie Faulstich.
Welcome back to the Lakefront Living Real Estate Show, your trusted guide to buying or selling property at Lake of the Ozarks, where every day is a lake day. Again, I'm Annie Faulstich, owner-broker of Lakefront Living Realty, Missouri's only exclusive lakefront lake access brokerage. It's been a fun day. It's crazy to think it's Christmas. Here we are, but we're getting into it. I couldn't have been more thankful, Angie. Thank you for joining me today on the show. You're crazy busy.
I am.
Yeah. I don't even know how you're doing it all, but I was excited that you were joining me today so that we could let our listeners know. I like to inform everybody, obviously, about collaborations that we have, not only myself personally, but through Lakefront Living Realty. And both of your companies, Lake Life Property Solutions, we spoke a lot about early in the show today. So if you miss any part of today's show or any of the shows in the past, do not hesitate to go onto our YouTube channel. The following week, so next week, we will have this show on our YouTube channel, Lakefront Living Realty Missouri. So you can listen at your leisure, while you're driving, anytime that's convenient for you, get a little bit more information about Lake Life Property Solutions. But of course, I'm not going to forget this ever. Enjoy LakeLife365.com. It is my favorite website, like Thanks. I said. So that is exactly what you all are doing. I mean, that's what you're in business for, is to make lake life easier for your clients and just life in general. Like I said, we choose to budget ourselves and our family in certain ways and take money from other places to enjoy cleaning services so that we can take advantage of the small amount of time that we have off together. And I think that is really the way for a lot of families now. Everybody is so busy and running in different directions. So taking that time off together, I think, is invaluable. Lake Life Property Solutions also does short-term property management. So again, look them up. Enjoy LakeLife365.com for information on either cleaning or short-term property management. Then we just left off before the last break talking about Big Country Bed and Breakfast. Yes, your bed and breakfast. Again, you guys are so busy. So both companies, what you have to offer, obviously I can speak from experience with the service that you provide is outstanding. Like I said, your company platform is like no other cleaning person or cleaning service that I have yet to see at the lake. So multiple reasons why it really seems to work and is refreshing. So I have no doubt that you all will see huge success in the new year of 2020. Again, want to thank you for your service to the community as well. Cleaning for a reason. That's huge. We talked about that earlier in the show, but Lake Life Property Solutions partners with Cleaning for a Reason, cleaningforareason.org, and that is a way for them to give back to the community and give free house cleaning to people with cancer, people in need. So again, thank you for that service. If you've not also checked out Big Country Bed and Breakfast, drive down O Road. What do you maybe a mile?
We're 3.5 miles out. Doesn't seem like that
really?
Long. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's okay. So it's not that far though. It doesn't seem that far. Just past the theater.
Yep. If you've never gone past the movie theater, we're about half a mile past the movie theater on the right.
Okay. So go to the bed and breakfast, and then the movie theater's back open, right?
And grab dinner. Yep.
Oh my gosh,
you can do it all.
You can do it all on O Road, actually. You don't even have to get off of O Road. There's so much out there to offer. But otherwise, definitely check out bigcountrybnb.com. If you've got family and friends coming in town, I don't know, maybe you let them stay at your house and you run over to the bed and breakfast. Maybe that's the ticket there. But definitely check those out. Angie, thank you again so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me. It's been fun.
Have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah. Well, as always, we talk about a featured listing every week. And like I said, we're putting new properties on the market, and we are definitely putting properties under contract every week. This is, typically we do slow a little bit before, or I guess during the holidays, kind of between that Thanksgiving and Christmas. Not this year. So it's a good sign. I'm hoping for a mild winter so that we can continue, all of us here at Lake of the Ozarks, to see a lot of activity around the lake this winter, because things have not been slowing down. This new property that I'm going to talk to you about today is actually Haley Glover's listing. I know we've had Haley on the show before, and you'll hear her in the past, but she is Haley at lakefrontliving.com, Haley, or you can always, of course, find her and her bio and contact information at lakefrontliving.com. But we are talking about it actually just hit the market yesterday, 29418 Rhodes Point Circle that is in Rocky Mount. This property is a lakefront home listed at $315,000. It is a meticulously maintained and ready to move in. Priced below appraised value, of course, because we get pre-listing appraisals at Lakefront Living Realty. So this one is priced below the recent appraised value. This lakefront home is being sold fully furnished with lots of upgrades, new roof, appliances, and mechanicals. Perfect for a full-time living or a part-time lake vacation home with 3 main level bedrooms, lower level living and kitchen with a full bathroom on each floor, multi-level deck, patio, and garden area on the lakeside to enjoy the large cove view. Drive-through parking and a second-tier lot included with a large storage shed and extra parking on that second-tier lot as well. Paved roads to the front door, low-maintenance vinyl siding exterior, seawall with steps to the water, and a lakefront patio with electric. A large 2-well dock with hoist included. One is a captain's choice with remote, and partially covered swim platform. Attached storage room workshop with access from the lakeside, so it's perfect for the hobbyist and, of course, all of your lake toys. I have not been to this house personally yet. I'm dying to go next week. The pictures look amazing. So you can catch the pictures, of course, lakefrontliving.com. Look up our Facebook page as well. There's going to be some pre-listing pictures on there. It's super gentle to the water. It was a really great cove location and just a few steps from the kitchen, living room out to the water's edge. So this one priced at $315,000. Great price, nice neighborhood, nice home, paved roads, and concrete driveway that is not too steep. Again, I don't think this one's going to last. So you can contact Haley at lakefrontliving.com or always just call our office directly, 573-693-1613. If you'd ever like to talk directly to one of our lakefront specialists regarding selling your lakefront home or lake access property, contact us directly through lakefrontliving.com and go to the Missouri page. You could be our next week's featured listing. I also want to remind everyone that Lakefront Living Realty Missouri is now also covering Table Rock Lake, Taneycomo, and Bull Shoals Lake. So if you or anyone you know is interested or would like to know more about real estate on those lakes, please have them go to lakefrontliving.com, the Missouri page, and check out the active real estate. Excuse me. Well, stay with us always on the Lakefront Living Real Estate Show. We have some awesome new events coming up for the new year. One thing, and we'll talk about next week as well on that year-end review, but look for us at the St. Charles Boat Show. We are going to be doing 20 to 25 minute breakout workshops for buyers. So they are Buyer's Success Guide workshops. So if you are going to be planning to be at the St. Charles Boat Show, please do not miss us. We've got 3 sessions, 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 5 p.m. on Saturday at the boat show, and we'll be talking more about that as well. We always talk about selling a lifestyle at Lakefront Living Realty. Keeping your lake home clean and ready to enjoy puts you in the position to truly enjoy lake life. Choosing to use your lake property as an investment, always work with a trusted and referred company so you know your home and investment are well cared for. My family and I live and work to boat and enjoy all Lake of the Ozarks has to offer. Real estate is truly my passion, so every day is a lake day. Until next week, have a Merry Christmas. Remember the reason for the season and do not waste another day talking about that lake home you've always wanted. Life is short. Buy that lake house now and start making the memories you will cherish forever.
Tell a friend to join you next week and listen in to the Lakefront Living Realty Radio Show. Visit their website for more information, including current listings and agent contacts. www.lakefrontliving.com. That's lakefrontliving.com. Or call the office at 833-LK-FRONT. That's 833-7668. 833-7668. And join them next Saturday after the news at 11 a.m. on News Talk KRMS Osage Beach.